So when you go inside the courtroom, you'll add no these, and then
All right, please.
right now.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning. This is the time set for the 2 a.m. initial appearance calendar on October 24th, 2025. Court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium. I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room. I will let you know what you are here for, if I have appointed an attorney, if you have a bond, and what your release conditions are. If we could have Rachel to the podium and Sammy to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Rachel Boyer, 2/14/1986.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on 4 cases. It looks like you're here on some new charges as well as 3 failure to appear warrants that were issued for you. Your new charge is for 1 count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you in that case. As I mentioned, you have 3 failure to appear warrants. 2 of them look like they relate to probation cases. The 4th one is for pending charges for criminal trespass, dangerous drugs, and obstruction or refusal to provide a true name. I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you in that case and give you some hearing dates. You're going to have a hearing on October 30th at 8:30 in the morning. That date and time applies to all 4 of your cases. On your new charges, you're going to have additional hearings on October 31st at 1:30 and a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. On your failure to appear cases, you do have a cash bond of $2,000 in each case. However, because you were out on felony release at the time of this offense, you're not eligible for bond on your new charges. So even if you were to post that bond, you wouldn't be released until at least you have your evidentiary hearing on October 31st at 1:30. That's the time set to determine if bond will be set on your new charges. All of this will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
If you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Sammy to the podium, Gabriel Ray to the chair. Can you please stand at the podium?
Oh, sorry.
May I get your name and date of birth?
Samuel Roger, 100686.
Thank you. It does look like you are here today on a new case. It is for 2 counts of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, 2 counts of disorderly conduct involving a weapon, a Class 6 felony, and 2 counts of endangerment, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference on October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30. I'll give you an opportunity to speak at the end, okay? I have reviewed the allegations in this case along with the victim's statements. And based on the information I have reviewed, I am setting a secured appearance bond of $150,000. In the event you post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services and you will be equipped with electronic monitoring. You also have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You may not possess any weapons, and you must obey any terms of order of protection or order against harassment that may be issued against you. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have a question, sir?
Yeah. You said you were going to appoint me an attorney. I have an attorney already that it was stated. His name is Mark Westbrooks.
So he has not filed an entry of appearance in this case yet. However, you can contact that attorney and they can get that filed. And if that happens, then the attorney I have appointed will not need to appear in this case, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
So when you get your paperwork, you'll have the information and you can contact your attorney and let him know the information and they can get that entry of appearance filed if that's the route you choose to go.
Okay, so what happens next?
So you have a bond of $150,000. If you post that bond, you'll be released from custody, but then you'll need to ensure that you attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear at any of them, a warrant would issue and you'd forfeit your bond. If you don't post bond, then you'll remain in custody and they'll transport you to your hearings.
Okay. And what has determined the cost of that bond, Your Honor?
Can you explain your question?
Why is it $150,000?
So the allegations included in here allege some very serious violent crimes, and so I do have some concerns for both the community, but more specifically the alleged victims in this case. And so those are some of the things that I have to take into consideration when I have to set a bond. And in this case, there are allegations that a weapon was used along with some threats that were made against these victims. And so because of that, I have set your bond at $150,000.
Those are allegations. That weapon wasn't mine. It's registered to the person that I had to take it from, because my daughter was in the car at a bar, locked in the car. They wouldn't let me in. And I missed a meeting with the CMO of eBay today for this stuff. I was just trying to protect my 9-month-old daughter, who's held for ransom by Brittany Smith.
Okay, so those are some things you can address with your attorney when you meet with them, whether it be the one you hire or the one that I have appointed to represent you. If you use the one I've appointed, you'll meet with that attorney on October 30th, but today the bond won't be changing. Did you have questions as it relates to your release conditions?
Yes. What, other than $150K, would I have to do to be released sooner?
You have to post that bond. That's the only way to get released from custody.
And then my hearing is October
30th.
At what time?
8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, if you step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Gabriel Ray to the podium and Autumn Bullock to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Gabriel Ray, 10-12-80.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a new case. It is for 1 count of burglary in the first degree, a Class 2 felony, 1 count of armed robbery, a Class 2 felony, and 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You have a status conference October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $50,000. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you may not possess any weapons. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, just step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Autumn Bullock to the podium. Rashid Sledge to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Sure, it's Autumn Bullock, November 10th, 1984.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. It does look like they're both probation violation warrant. Oh, no, hold on. The first one actually might be a failure to appear warrant. Yeah, I apologize. The first one is a failure to appear warrant out of the Navajo County Superior Court. It does relate to an offense date of April 26, 2024 for one count of fraudulent schemes, a Class 2 felony, and one count of forgery. In that case, I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you.
It's an error, it's a clerical error. I've already got an attorney and court, sorry.
So I'll give you an opportunity at the end to speak. This is the Navajo County Superior Court. I am going to appoint an attorney and set an arraignment hearing October 29th at 8:30 in that case. You're also here on a warrant from Maricopa County, and that relates to a direct complaint that was filed. That has an offense date of December 18th, 2024 for one count of narcotic drug possession, one count of dangerous drug possession, both Class 4 felonies, and one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. I'm appointing an attorney in that case as well, and you're going to have 2 hearings in Maricopa County. That's October 30th at 8:30 and November 3rd at 8:30. So you have 3 hearings coming up, 2 in Maricopa County, 1 in Navajo County. In Maricopa County, you have a secured appearance bond of $50. However, Navajo County has set a bond of $15,000. In the event you post those bonds, you do have written conditions of release. You may not initiate contact with any alleged victims, you may not possess drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You'd also need to ensure that you got yourself to these hearings. As I mentioned, 1's in Navajo County, 2 are in Maricopa County. If you fail to appear at any of these hearings, a warrant would issue for your arrest and you'd forfeit any bond you posted. Did you have any questions, ma'am?
Yes, I do. I was just at court for this, the Maricopa County ones, I was in court and it was maybe like 5 o'clock, or right before 5 o'clock, and I quashed my warrant. They released me at pretrial services, and then pretrial services, per their policy, ran a background check and saw that Navajo County had that warrant on, which I had already done court, and I have court dates for them the day prior. And my pretrial service officer from Navajo County said that she has a paper proving that I'm supposed to show somebody or something saying that it's been quashed like months ago, and I've been going to court on it. So I've already had like 3 court dates since then and have 2 more coming up.
So we verified with Navajo County yesterday, and they had indicated that the warrant is valid and they wanted to extradite you to that hearing.
Okay, I was, the day before, can somebody please call, like this, I'm telling you right now, this was not properly verified, because the judge told me and the pretrial service lady told me that they have the warrant quashed paper, and I had it in my phone. I mean, I went to court on it the day prior, and I was at my court date, which you said that I have a failure to appear for when I got here. Here I am. After I got released to pretrial services, I thought maybe it was just 3 p.m., so it didn't work out or something. I don't know.
I mean, this warrant is back from January of 2025.
I've had 3 court dates since then with it on Zoom the day prior even. My attorney's name is Lee Phillips, and he's in Flagstaff. And I know about this issue with the warrant because in Payson on my way home, it showed that the warrant was still active, and so that's when my pretrial service, her last name is Frankie. Her first name's Frankie, and I can't really say her last name. I can't remember it, but she said to be sure to have this paper on me, which I did. It's in my phone and my property to show any law enforcement officers. But I figured it had been cleared up since then because I'd had 3 court dates and stuff and no issues. And then when I got my charge in the mail from Maricopa County, I went to court, and they released me to pretrial services, and here I am.
So were you saying you were seen for something else besides the 2 we're talking about right now? When you keep saying pretrial services, what case are you referring to?
In the Navajo County. I'm on pretrial services with Navajo County and Maricopa County. I just went in and turned myself in for my warrant here yesterday, and that's how I ended up here, because the judge quashed my warrant. He released me to pretrial services in Maricopa County, and here I am. It was at like 3:30 p.m., so I thought maybe the paperwork didn't go all the way through when they paged me last night.
Who's your attorney in Navajo County?
Lee Phillips.
And have you contacted Lee Phillips since you've been in custody?
I didn't know how.
How long have you been in Maricopa County jails?
Since my court date yesterday. The day prior, I was in court for, in court and in full compliance with my Navajo County on Zoom. They have me coming to my court dates via Zoom. And I even had
Did you see another case she was in custody on? Did you say no?
I don't.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if you were able to pull it up faster than me. Do you know when your next hearing date is in Navajo County?
My next hearing date is on November, I want to say 8th. That's, Maricopa County is November 10th and November 6th, and Navajo County is in my calendar on my phone. Hold on, let me think. 30 days out from 2 days ago. Around Thanksgiving, yeah. But I got an email from my attorney, actually, that we're having a conference. He's putting something on the calendar for November 8th for that, or 10th for that also. That wasn't
And were
scheduled.
you before Judge Simon yesterday?
Yes.
In Maricopa County?
Yes. And he released me to pretrial services, and I got arrested there.
And when you were released to pretrial services by Judge Simon, you were arrested on this Navajo warrant? Is that what you're alleging?
And then when I got here, I got page 2'd on my...
Direct complaint?
Yeah.
Do you know if Navajo County is even available if we were to try to reach them to see if, to re-verify this warrant? For somebody that works 24 hours, do you know? I doubt, I don't think so. I mean, we're in a tough spot because I have a confirmation from Navajo County who's indicated that their warrant is valid. And because it's Navajo County, I don't have access to much information other than that they're telling me they have a warrant that they want to pick you up on and that they confirmed that yesterday.
What about the public record?
What's tomorrow or today? It's going to be what, Friday morning? I mean, you have time on this case. We could move you to our 8 a.m. calendar, potentially even our 11 a.m. to see if we could reach somebody once their court opened to find out if you don't believe you're going to be able to bond out on the $15,000 to see if we could try to get some sort of answer from them. Other than that, I'm kind of in a tough spot with it being another county's warrant and not and just having their confirmation. I really need something from them indicating otherwise.
I understand that. The Payson Police Department, I was coming home from Payson and I got pulled over. What they had told me was the same thing that you're telling me, except they got their lieutenant did a not calling some number, but he called the courts and asked, and now there's a note on the file that says, if you come across this then call this number. And there's somewhere, because he was reading it to me, there's a number to call where they are supposed to have fixed this or do this because I'm already bound over to pretrial services on that. No, I definitely don't have $15,000.
Right. And we probably all have different systems, so I don't have access to any of that information. And again, I mean, they provided us a copy of the warrant and then just said it was confirmed. So I just, that's my biggest concern, is that they've confirmed and indicated it's still valid. So, I mean, I'll give you the choice if you want to move forward with the bond as is and the hearing date I'm going to give you, or if you want to wait a handful of more hours for Navajo to open, for somebody to contact Navajo to confirm what you're telling me.
I would like definitely that option.
Okay. I'll move your cases. Again, I'll try to move them to the 8, but the reality is they probably don't open till 8, which means you may be here till 11 a.m. calendar to see what we can find out. But if, in fact, what you're saying is accurate, we could talk to somebody and get that confirmation. We can see you on our 11 a.m. calendar and go from there. But as of right now, I have an affirmed warrant, and without getting something from them, I'm just not comfortable releasing you. But I can push you a few more hours and talk to,
thank you.
And we can talk to Navajo and see if we can resolve it that way. I know you're kind of not great options, but it's the best I can do.
I understand.
All right. Do you want to wait till the 11 a.m.? Like I said, it's more than likely going to be our 11 a.m. calendar, because I just don't know how we're going to get anything from them before 8 a.m. That's probably their opening time.
Okay.
I won't be here by then, but I'll leave a note for the judge that's going to be here, and they'll pass it along to staff to see if they can get some more information, if that's what you want to do.
Okay. Is there anything I can do, like anybody I can call, or I don't know any numbers, but I know my dad's number. I haven't called him yet, but is there somebody I can suggest for him to call that can get things rolling?
I mean, it's really going to be that court, and they're not going to open till 8. So
just wait until 8 and then have...
Yeah, I mean, you can call your attorney, but again, you're not going to be able to get anything
right
that I need from the court, just because the court confirmed it. That's my biggest concern, is if they confirmed it, why did they confirm it if you have other hearings? So that's why we just need to talk to somebody from their office to just get confirmation that they are not...
Does it show my other hearings as well, though?
I can't see any of that. That's the thing. All I get is the warrant and the confirmation, so...
What about my Maricopa? Do I still have a warrant for that? For signing?
So I'm not going to resolve that one until the 11 o'clock hearing, and the reason is, if it turns out they're not going to extradite you from Navajo County, you'll more than likely get released to pretrial services on the Maricopa County one, so I don't want to put a bond on you, but I can't release you to pretrial services if I have to bond you on the Navajo County one. So I'm just going to move both cases to the 11 a.m. calendar and leave a note, and they'll address both of them at the 11 a.m. calendar. Okay. All right, if you'll take a seat in the gallery. Can I have Rashid Sledge to the podium and Victor Mendoza? Can I get your name and date of birth?
Rashid Sledge, August 6, 1979.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. Looks like they're both probation violation warrants. One of them is from Maricopa County, and one of them is from Coconino County. I'm going to appoint an attorney in both cases and set a probation revocation hearing on October 30th at 8:30. That'll be for Maricopa County. But then you'll have your Coconino County hearing on October 29th at 8:30. In Coconino County, you have a secured appearance bond of $10,000. In Maricopa County, you have a bond of $50. In the event you were to post those bonds, you'd have written conditions of release. They'd include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. But because you do have hearings in 2 counties, you'd need to ensure that you got yourself to both of them. If you failed to appear at either one, a warrant would issue. If you don't post bonds, they'll transport you for those hearings. Did you have any questions, sir? Okay, if you'll take a step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork.
So transport me to the hearings?
Yeah, they'll transport you to both the Maricopa County hearings and the Coconino County Superior Court. Victor Mendoza to the podium. Connor Nelson to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
10/22/2005.
And your name?
Victor.
Your full name?
Victor Mendoza.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on some new charges. It is for 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of marijuana possession, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in this case in the amount of $7,500. In the event you do post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not possess weapons, and you may not possess drugs without a valid prescription. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
When was my next court date?
Your next court date is October 30th at 8:30. Okay?
And, I just have bond, that's it, and,
You have a bond. If you post the bond, you'll be released from custody, but then you have your written conditions of release that you need to comply with, and then you also need to go to your hearings. If you fail to appear at your hearings, a warrant would issue for your arrest, and you'd forfeit the bond. If you don't post bond, you'll remain in custody, and they'll transport you to your hearing. Do you have another question?
how much is the bond?
You have a bond of $7,500.
75?
7,500.
Oh,
Okay? If you take a step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Connor Nelson to the podium. And Zachary Little to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Connor Nelson, 020606.
Thank you, sir. You are here on a new case. It is for 1 count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of harassment by communication, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of threat, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You'll have an arraignment hearing in the Goodyear Municipal Court, October 29th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $5,000. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with the alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You may not possess weapons or alcohol. You must obey the terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that may be issued against you. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions? If you'll take a step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Can I have Zachary Little to the podium and Eric Gunzenhauser to the chair? May I get your name and date of birth?
Zachary Little, 11/20/1992.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a new case. It is for 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. We're going to have a status conference October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. I have reviewed the allegations in this case along with your criminal history and the victim statement, and based on all of that, I am setting a secured appearance bond of $2,500. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you may not possess any weapons. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
Okay, yeah, okay, so am I going home or not?
You have a bond of $2,500,
So that means I'm not going home?
not without posting that bond. If you post the bond, you'd be released from custody, and then you'd need to comply with your release conditions and attend the hearing.
But because I'm not threatening no one, I would like to just go to my court date whenever it is, and I'll show up. I'm not a flight risk. I never run. I always show up to my court dates. I always pay, I don't have any problems. I don't have no problem with going to my court date.
So my concerns are really my concerns are your risk to the community as well as the alleged victim.
Well, I don't know why they put aggravated assault. They should have just put a regular assault, because it's not, I didn't aggravate, I didn't come at them any, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why they put aggravated.
The aggravation is because a knife was involved in the assault. That's what made it an aggravated assault.
But the knife was closed and it wasn't even used.
Well, the allegations are that the knife was used and it did cause injury to the victim. I did review that. I did take into consideration the victim's statement, which is why the bond is $2,500.
Yeah, because that's my sister, and I've never hit my sister. I never hurt my sister my whole entire life. I'm not a threat to her. It was just an accident. I threw the knife against the wall. It was closed.
I don't recommend talking about the facts of
But I'm saying, it was an accident. I'm not a threat to her and nobody.
Well, again, the allegations do involve that a knife was used and somebody was injured as a result of that. So whether or not it was intentional or whether or not it was negligent by throwing a knife, somebody was injured by that. And so I do have some concerns with the use of that weapon, and that's why you do have a bond.
Yeah, but
If you post that bond, you'll be released from custody, but if you don't post the bond, then they'll transport you to that hearing.
I was just hoping we can put it in a misdemeanor, like not aggravated assault, but just regular assault. Because I don't know why they put aggravated assault. It was no aggravation. It was nothing crazy. Like I wasn't doing anything crazy. Like it was just like, I don't know why they put aggravated. I don't get that.
Yeah, so that's not for me to decide here today. That the state will move forward and choose whether or not they're going to pursue this as an aggravated assault, as a felony charge. You can talk to your attorney about whether or not that's something.
When can I talk to my attorney?
You'll meet your attorney on October 30th at your next hearing.
Wait, hold on, October 30th. What's today's date?
Today's October 24th, 6 days from today.
So I'm being locked up for 6 days?
If you don't post bond, you'll remain in custody.
And not supposed to hold $2,000?
It's a secured appearance bond, meaning you can use a bail bonding company, which is typically 10% plus collateral.
And how much is 10%?
$250.
And what's collateral?
Usually something of value.
Like a house, a car?
It could be.
And when can I do that, in 6 days from now?
No, you could do that today. The officers are going to take you to the back and give you instructions on how to do that.
Okay, and any way that I can they can help me pay it right now, and I can pay it back, or like.
So you would contact them, and they'll give you phone numbers for different bail bonding companies, and
Yeah.
they'll let you know what you would have to do in order for them to post that for you.
Okay, and they'll help me right now with that.
It might be, 30 minutes or so by the time you get taken to processing, but once you get taken to processing, you'll get all that information.
Okay, so I'm here for 6 days.
If bond isn't posted. If you post bond, you'll
If
get...
I can post bond today, then I could be out. But it's possible to post bond today.
About your bond, when you go back there,
Yeah.
all the information is attached here.
Okay.
Here, they just tell you why you're in here and stuff like that. And
Okay.
you have a bond.
So it is possible to go back there and post bond today?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
And they'll give you all that instruction when you get to the back.
okay.
All right, take a step to your left, officer will get you that paperwork. Eric Gunzenhauser to the podium, and Reggie Denny to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, Eric Justin Guzzenhauser, October 4th, 1985.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 3 probation cases with allegations you violated terms 1, 3, and 5.
Is that because of, oh gosh,
Term 1 is because of the offense in the city of Tempe, and
The one
3
that
and 5. Were you recently picked up for a new charge?
yeah, I was blocking a public thoroughway because I was having seizures and I'm trying to get to the hospital and I didn't know where I was.
So the allegations, again, I don't have the information as to what
I didn't even go to
took
court
place.
for that yet.
Hold on, I'll give you an opportunity to speak in just a
Okay.
moment. I don't have information as to what happened in the city of Tempe, but you were picked up allegedly for a new offense in the city of Tempe, and
Yeah.
that's a term 1 violation. But there's also allegations that you violated terms 3 and 5, which is not reporting to your probation officer as required and not providing a current address
I'm
to
homeless.
the approved probation department.
I'm homeless and I did.
Okay, I'll give you an opportunity to speak at the end. So
Alright.
those are the
Yeah.
allegations your probation officer has made against you. So I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30. You have a bond of $250 in each case for a total of $750. In the event you post that bond, you do have written conditions of release. You may not possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within
No.
72 hours of release.
I didn't even go to court for the original pickup, so what if I'm held, what if I'm not guilty of that? Then I guess I didn't, how would I be in
You were still picked up for a new offense, so it is a term 1 violation.
a new offense that I'm not found not guilty for is still a probation violation?
Yes, sir.
What is
And they're
wrong with
also
this
alleging
state?
that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. If you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork.
This state is the softest state I've ever been in my entire life.
I'm going to take a brief recess. Okay, sit back on. All right, can I have Mr. Denny to the podium and Carlos to the chair? May I get your name and date of birth?
Reggie Denny, 2796.
Looks like you're here today on a warrant from the West McDowell Justice Court for an offense date of December 28, 2024. It includes 4 counts of DUI. They're all Class 1 misdemeanors, and it relates to extreme DUI with a BAC of .15 to .20, BAC of .08 or more, and a BAC of .20 or more. I am appointing an attorney and setting an arraignment hearing October 29th at 8:30. That's in the West McDowell Justice Court. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
How am I gonna get to Miguel or?
What?
I'm sorry, can you speak up?
All right, here's your paperwork.
All right, take a step to your left and get your paperwork. Carlos to the podium, Calvin to the chair.
Hats off. Arms out of these legs. Hats off.
May I get your name and date of birth?
Carlos Dorame,
And your date of birth.
10/2/82.
You're here today on 3 cases, 1 new case and 2 probation violation cases. Your new charge is for 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespass, a Class 6 felony. For purposes of today only, I'm not finding probable cause for the narcotic drugs. That does not mean it's dismissed. They may test the substance and move forward. I'm finding probable cause for the criminal trespass. You're also here because you're on probation in 2 cases, and when you're picked up for a new offense, it's a Term 1 violation. I am appointing an attorney to represent you in all your cases and setting a status conference along with a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250 in each case for a total of $750. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release.
Okay.
All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, just step to your left. The officer will get you that paper.
One question.
Yes.
So I'm able to bond out?
Yes, you can bond out.
I'm able to?
If you post the bond, you just need to ensure that you get yourself to those hearings. Otherwise, a warrant will issue and you'll forfeit the bond.
All the way around?
Yeah, $750 for all 3 cases.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Calvin Bird to the podium. Paige Odgers to the
Where
chair.
are you going? You stay right there. First. All right. I need to give you your paperwork. Carlos, right here.
May I get your name and date of birth?
Can you say it again, please?
May I please get your name and date of birth?
Calvin Bird, 02081990.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 12 of your probation. I am appointing an attorney to represent you and setting a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $750. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. Some of those include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
How could I get a violation of probation without being proved guilty of my allegations first?
So these are just the allegations that you violated them. I've set a hearing for the probation revocation on October 30th, and that's when you will determine and talk to your attorney whether or not you're going to plead guilty or not guilty, and whether or not future hearings will be set as to that.
That's why my question is, how can I be under a violation? I shouldn't be violated until I'm proved guilty or not guilty.
So you're currently on probation, and anytime your probation officer believes you violated that, they can file what's called a petition to revoke your probation, and as a result of that, a warrant issues and a bond is entered. And so they have filed allegations that you violated those, and so now you have a secured appearance bond that needs to be posted in order to be released from custody. If you post that bond, you need to ensure you go to your hearing, otherwise a warrant will issue and you'll forfeit the bond you posted.
I understand that. Good. All right, so my next question is,
Do you have a question regarding your release conditions?
you know how you said $750?
That is correct. That's your bond.
I'm not worried about the bond. I'm ready to go lay down and take a nap at prison.
Right here.
I'm
All
not
right,
worried
take a
about
step to your left and they'll get you
I'm
to the
not
back.
talking to you, I'm talking to the judge. Sir?
Sir, do you
Is
have
that
questions
correct?
regarding your
I'm
release
talking to the
conditions?
judge.
If not, you can step to the left and grab your paperwork.
Ain't somebody supposed to be standing beside me? Cause I got learning disability, and I'm having a lack of understanding right now.
So we don't have anybody for this hearing, but I have appointed an attorney who will represent you at your next hearing.
Okay.
Okay, step to your left and grab your paperwork.
What's your name, Diana?
My name's right in front of you on the
I can't see
thing
that
right
far.
there.
I'm blind.
Lindsay Huckabee.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Please step to your left. Paige Odgers to the podium and Jennifer Bowen to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Paige Otters, 040993.
You're here today on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I am appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
All right, take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Jennifer Bowen to the podium, Taylor to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Jennifer Day Pirro, Bowen,
And your date of birth?
82983.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case for 1 count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You have a status conference October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $250. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Taylor to the podium, Reynaldo to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Taylor Villafusa, 5/3/1983.
And ma'am, are you currently in custody on anything other than the 2 warrants I have in front of me?
I was just in custody, and they just posted my bail this morning, or I guess yesterday morning.
And was that for a Maricopa County case?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I was out of Mesa. It was a $2,500 bond that they just posted 8 o'clock yesterday morning.
Okay. But it was a City of Mesa charge?
Yes, it was in Mesa,
Okay.
yes.
So what I have before me is some warrants. The first one is out of county. It is from Pima Consolidated Justice Court. It looks like it relates to a shoplifting charge and a criminal trespass charge from April 1st of 2025. And it looks like the other one is the same thing except for it's the following day. The offense date is April 2nd of 2025. And as a result of this, they issued a warrant for your arrest, or 2 warrants for your arrest, on September 24th, 2025. But you said your bond has been posted in your other case?
Yeah, 8:37 it got posted yesterday. So I know it was like yesterday morning, like 24 hours ago. You said it was out of where? In what county?
Pima County.
Like Tucson? I have never had any police contact in Tucson ever, like in my life. So.
Pima County Consolidated Justice Court. It is out of Tucson. Do you live in Tempe?
Yeah, I mean, I just moved to Mesa, but yeah, I'm like in the East Valley. I've always lived in the East Valley. I lived in Tucson for a couple months, like maybe 8 years ago, and moved right back.
Yeah, because these are from this year, but it has your information, it matches your information, and it has a Tempe address.
Okay, this is a long shot. So in the city of Tempe right now, I have identity theft. Like if you look it up, I have the even police report number memorized. It's with Tempe Police Department, 65411, and they took my ex took my identity, and that was in June. So it's a long shot, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had police contact in Tucson.
I'm not going to be able to resolve it for you today, but what I'm going to do is give you a hearing, and I'm going to need you to go to it, even though it's in Pima County. It's on October 29th at 8:30. If you fail to appear at it, another warrant will issue. I'm going to release you today on your promise to appear at that hearing, but unfortunately, I don't have enough information, so you'll have to address this with Pima.
Oh, I will.
So due to the nature of your charges, I can't appoint an attorney. But again, make sure you go to that hearing and address and see what they have in front of them. Like I said, it's the same charges 2 days in a row, from April 1st and April 2nd of 2025, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any further questions?
I do. They also told me that I had some hold in Mesa it was like I think it's because I needed to turn in fingerprints by October 2nd, but I've been incarcerated since October 1st. So, like, I have the paperwork that I need to turn in. I don't know if you see that, but
I don't see it. I don't hear the cases for the city of Mesa. That's, if you have a hold from them, they'll transport you to the city of Mesa to address that. I have zero information on that. I don't even show that you have a hold from there. The officers, when you get to the back, will know, but if there is a hold, there is a hold? Yes. There is a hold. City of Mesa will pick you up then.
Okay, I mean, I'm not worried about because I can take care of that.
Okay, so yeah, they'll let them know that you've been seen by me. You'll get those orders to go to Pima October 29th, and then they'll let City of Mesa know to pick you up, and then you'll probably have to go see a judge before the City of Mesa to find out what's going to happen with that.
Okay, but as far as the bond that was posted and being released from Maricopa County, like I'll be released here into Mesa custody and then go take care of that?
That's typically what happens, yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Reynaldo to the podium. Corey Allen to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, ma'am. Reynaldo Anthony Espinoza, 5993.
Thank you. It does look like you are here on a warrant from the Goodyear Municipal Court. Are you currently in custody on anything else?
I just bonded out yesterday. Bond was posted at 437 for my other charges. I have no other pending charges.
You're only here now at this point for this warrant that I have?
Right. The reason why I didn't go to court because I've been incarcerated. That's why they issued the warrant, I believe, July 30th, if I'm correct.
That's correct.
So I've been incarcerated. So
have you been incarcerated consecutively since before July 30th?
Just straight. I got incarcerated the 24th.
Of July?
Yeah.
And then you're getting released as of yesterday for that bond?
Right.
Okay. Okay, and it looks like that's for driving with a license that was suspended, revoked, or canceled.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You're not going to be entitled to court-appointed counsel. Your hearing's going to be on November 12th at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court.
Okay. What was that again? I'm sorry.
November 12th.
Okay.
At 1 p.m. in Goodyear. You do have release conditions. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, and you're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you'll take a seat in the gallery, we'll reprint that and get that out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have Corey Allen to the podium and Bradley Strunk to the chair? Strunk to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Corey Allen, 2186, 2186.
Thank you. You are here on a new case. It is for dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference November 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 12th at 8:30. I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You do have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're also going to get an envelope with your paperwork. You need to read those instructions and contact pretrial services once you've been released. And then make sure you attend all future hearings, otherwise a warrant will issue for your failure to appear. Any questions, sir?
No.
Okay, please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Bradley Strunk to the podium and John McCormick to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Bradley Strong, 82589.
Can you repeat your date of birth?
82589.
Thank you, sir. You are here on a new case. It is for one count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. Going to have a status conference November 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 12th at 8:30. I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You do have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're going to get an envelope with your paperwork. You need to read those instructions and contact pretrial services once you've been released. Do you have any questions? Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. John McCormick to the podium. Jordan Damewood to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Yeah, John McCormick, 6/30/63.
Thank you, sir. You are here on a new case. It is for one count of burglary, a Class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You'll have a status conference November 7th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 12th at 8:30. I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You do have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with the alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're going to get an envelope with your paperwork. You must review those instructions and contact pretrial services once you've been released. Do you have any questions?
I guess, I'm going home though, is that?
It takes about 4 to 6 hours. They will process you out of custody and you will be released. And then just make sure you contact pretrial services. That phone number will be in your paperwork.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Jordan to the podium. Rose to the chair. Or Jose to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Jordan Damewood, 8189.
Thank you. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. The first one is a new case. The other one is a warrant. Your new charge is for one count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You'll have a status conference November 7th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 12th at 8:30. Those are both in the downtown Superior Courthouse. You're also here on a warrant from the Peoria Municipal Court. It does relate to failing to comply with some court orders for a DUI from 2024. You likely failed to complete some classes or pay some fines. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. You will have an arraignment hearing November 10th at 9 a.m. That's in Peoria Municipal Court. I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's your promise to appear at these hearings. You do have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. All of that will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions? Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Jose to the podium. Jesse to the chair.
Good morning, Your Honor.
May I get your name and date of birth?
Jose Rico, 22/1984.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. You're here on a new charge as well as a warrant. Your new charge is for one count of driving with a license that was suspended, revoked, or canceled, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and you're also here on a warrant from the East Mesa Justice Court. It also relates to driving on a license that was suspended, revoked, or canceled, but it's for failing to pay some fines or complete some classes as it relates to that charge in 2016. You're not entitled to court-appointed counsel in either of these cases, but I am going to set some hearings for you. You are going to have an arraignment hearing in the South Mountain Justice Court November 12th at 9 a.m. You also have a hearing in the East Mesa Justice Court November 12th at 9 a.m. You obviously can't be in 2 places at once, but I can only set the hearing that they have given me.
Okay.
I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance as your promise to appear. However, because the hearing date is the same date and time, I've included the phone number in your release conditions. You need to contact one or both of them. You may want to start with the East Mesa Court since it's just a failure to comply or failure to pay. You may be able to get back on a payment plan or take a class, but you need to let them know you have 2 hearing dates at the same time and you need that one of them moved.
Okay.
If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue. But again, you may want to start with the East Mesa Justice Court because it looks like you maybe just need to complete some classes or pay some fines. So you may be able to resolve that without going to the hearing. But make sure you contact them. You have written conditions of release. You may not possess drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, sir?
Yeah, just, so you're just, what you're saying is go to the Mesa first and call the South Mine to reschedule that one?
What I'm saying is I would start by calling the East Mesa Court.
Okay,
As soon
just
as
tell them
you're
that we
released,
have a...
tomorrow,
Right,
well,
yes.
later today.
Yes.
Call them, let them know you have a hearing, but you have two hearings
But two
the same
hearings,
date and
same
time.
date, okay.
And because it looks like it's failing to comply with some classes or failing to pay, maybe you can figure that out before that hearing.
Okay.
If they can't, ask them if they'll move it. If they won't move it, try South Mountain.
So, okay, I get you, okay.
But,
Yes, Your Honor.
you gotta get one of them moved or one of them resolved.
Because they're on the same
Because you
day.
can't be at the same place at the same
Gotcha.
time, but they both gave me the same date and I can't change that.
Sounds good, I'll
All
do
right.
that.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
Jesse Martinez to the podium and Mario Vigil to the chair. Let me get your name and date of birth.
Jesse Martinez, 01/04/1982.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a warrant from the Arrowhead Justice Court. It does relate to failing to appear at a hearing with an underlying charge of driving with a license that was suspended or revoked in 2022. This warrant issued in 2024 when you failed to appear at a hearing. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. You will have an arraignment hearing in the Arrowhead Justice Court November 4th at 2 p.m.
Okay.
I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance that you promised to appear at this hearing. You have written conditions of release. You may not possess drugs without a valid prescription. You may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You also need to ensure you attend that hearing. If you fail to appear, another warrant will issue and you'll likely be held on bond at the next hearing.
All right.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, step to your left, officer. We'll get you that paperwork. Mario Vigil to the podium. Can I get your name and date of birth?
September 28, 1990.
And your name.
Mario Vigil.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on some new charges. It is for 1 count of dangerous drug possession and 1 count of narcotic drug possession, both class 4 felonies. For purposes of today's hearing only, I am not finding probable cause. That does not mean the charges are dismissed. They may test the substance and move forward with those charges. I'm still going to appoint an attorney and give you some hearings. You need to ensure you attend these hearings. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue. We'll have a status conference November 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 12th at 8:30. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so step to your left, officer. We'll get you that paperwork. This does conclude our 2 a.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess until 5 a.m.
How far away from your home? Oh.
You said Mendoza what?
The electric.
Oh, and
No.
Mendoza who?
No.
Oh, Cordesa? One Cordesa now?
No. You going like this.
Oh, Mendoza.
Mendoza. Our friend.
Our friend Mendoza?
Yeah. You
She
don't know
don't
who
care.
Mendoza is? Okay.
What's she gonna tell me?
That tells you. You cannot get me in trouble for no reason.
No, never gets in trouble. I hope it's not like that. Shit. So how is it? Can you give me a highlighter?
Yeah.
These guys don't know what they're doing over there, I guess. There it is. Doesn't off, but not sleep. I used to. I don't really care about
No, like a DD5.
Is it crazy one?
Huh?
Crazy one?
Yeah, that's why I'm like worried. What the heck? Yelling at me like he did in my court. What, you wanna do this?
$15,000.
Do you read the case number or no?
Yeah.
Oh.
Something like that, bro.
Already or no?
Yeah, she did. She's good, bro. She's better than me before over here. Did you call her already?
No, it's still fine.
What time is it?
53.
Oh, sure. 53?
53, yes.
We only got 9. First.
Yeah.
Oh, you see one? I have this stuff right here. Oh, actually, it's, here. It's this. Oh, did it?
Yeah. Alright, so additional people on him. I was supposed to be on that trip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why did you go?
I took the ticket, I was like, no, I can't.
Oh, you have to pay for your ticket?
No, they pay.
Oh,
And
okay.
then so I called them and I was like, I can't, I'm sick. I'm coming in, calling her up, like, you trying to.
So you just didn't want to go anymore, or you were actually sick?
No, I was super sick.
No, you weren't. You just didn't want to go.
No, I was.
Why?
She needs miles. I'm going November 11th.
Where to?
Island.
New Island?
No, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah. Over, United States.
Hell yeah. Gotcha. Don't make you, what do you mean? You mean don't make it?
Oh, this is my pen.
This is my pen, fool.
I had 2 pens, now you got it.
No, these are both mine. Promise.
In the front there.
You still have the handcuffs from the state stuff?
It's not on right now.
Yeah, no,
When they come, no.
Hey,
Right here. It's, never mind.
no. That's what I know. You don't watch the guy?
I do watch the guy. I saw
What
it.
about the second guy?
No. Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what it is.
How can I keep it? 20 years retired. Pension deputy from 78. Okay.
Get a chance to, 25, right?
Is the audio on, the monitor?
So is
Yeah. Is it recording right now or no?
Yeah, we've been on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They got some pretty fucking light right now. I should go away with the camera. I'll just see
How you do this so quick? Great job, officer.
You got me there, bro.
What?
You got me there.
Where?
You got me there. It's gonna be quick.
I put you with
No release.
my little brother, you, and your nephew.
Trouble?
In big trouble.
I am like your little nephew, no?
Huh?
I am your little nephew.
She's on her way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know you're the only one that let us know?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
'Cause
I think I told you that last time, right?
I think so, yeah, because I always see you guys look out the window.
Yeah, I'm just like always
So
watching.
I was like, I should just.
No one
tell
said
her.
it.
Stand by.
You know what he talks with?
Enter the courtroom.
She's
And
okay.
all rise and you just stand up,
And you're
okay?
the only social person.
I know, like, in the mornings like this, I don't usually, like, talk
You
much.
just got here?
Yeah, I just collected, and I stayed up pretty late, so I was like,
Why?
good.
Why do you stay up late?
Oh, I don't know, I just,
You don't sleep?
no, not really.
Like 5 hours?
Yeah, I think, well, like 3 or 4, let's check like at the night.
All right, she's about to step in. Am I allowed? All right!
Oh. Oh, wow.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning. This is the time set for the 5 a.m. initial appearance calendar on October 24th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium, and I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room. I will let you know what you are here for, if I've appointed an attorney, if you have a bond, and what your release conditions are. If we could start with Ms. Ramirez to the podium and Ms. Gutierrez to the chair.
Are you Ramirez? Step in. Alina?
May I get your name and date of birth?
Excuse me?
May I get your name and date of birth?
Teresa Ramirez, 2663.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. It looks like you're here on a warrant from Pinal County and a warrant from Maricopa County, and they're both probation violation warrants. For Maricopa County, I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30. In that case, you have a secured appearance bond of $250. In Pinal County, I'm also going to appoint an attorney. You're going to have a hearing in Pinal on October 29th at 8:30. However, Pinal is holding you non-bondable. So even though you have a bond on your Maricopa case, even if you were to post it, you wouldn't be released until you see the judge in Pinal County on October 29th. All of that will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
Yes, I need to get out somehow because, I'm working on getting my disability and all that stuff, and I have to get all this information for them.
Unfortunately, you're not going to be released because Pinal County is holding you non-bondable, and you'll have to see the judge in Pinal County on October 29th.
Is there any way I can get somehow a hold of them or something?
Say that again, ma'am?
Is there some way I can get a hold of them?
And not that I'm aware of. I'm giving you their next available date that they have given me for this hearing. You could attempt to contact them, but I don't believe there is any way to get the hearing moved. That's 5 days from today, but they are holding you non-bondable. If you'll please take a step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Ms. Gutierrez to the podium. Kyle to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Stephanie Gutierrez, 11/13/72.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case. It is for one count of facilitating shoplifting, a Class 4 felony, one count of removal of goods, a Class 6 felony, and 2 counts of shoplifting, removal of goods, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. Those are both in the downtown Superior Courthouse. You have a secured appearance bond of $25,000. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. All of this will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, I was wondering if I can get out on pretrial services. I have like 6 grandkids I take care of, 2 with cerebral palsy, and they have to get to doctor's appointments. I have a heart condition. I need to get to my doctor's appointment.
So, ma'am, I have reviewed the allegations in this case, and it does look like there are some allegations that you have shoplifted at multiple locations, multiple times in a very short span. In addition to that, it does look like you have some prior felonies and misdemeanors involving some similar crimes. The allegations also include that you were aware of these things and were avoiding contact with the police. So I do have some concerns about whether or not you would appear. And so based on that, I'm not going to change my bond. You do have a secured appearance bond of $25,000 that will need to be posted in order to be released from custody. I'll take any questions as it relates to your release conditions, but I'm not changing your bond, ma'am. Anything further?
No.
Okay, please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Kyle to the podium, Deontay to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Kyle McMonagle, 33885.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. Your first one is a new case for 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. 1 count of carrying a deadly weapon and failing to admit, a Class 1 misdemeanor.
1
count of drug, please don't speak until I give you an opportunity. 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of possession of an open container in a vehicle, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference October 30th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event you post bond, you'll be released to the pretrial services, and you will have alcohol, drug testing, and monitoring. You're also here on a warrant from Surprise Municipal Court. This does have an offense date of November 30th, 2023, and it relates to a shoplifting charge. In this case, I'm going to appoint an attorney and set an arraignment hearing October 28th at 1:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $50 in this case. So between the 2 cases, it's a total bond of $5,050. In the event you do post bond, you have written conditions of release. Some of those things include not possessing weapons or alcohol and not driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
There's no way I could be released. I'm supposed to be taken with my boys during the day while their mom's at work.
So you do have a bond that you have to, you do have a bond that you would have to post in order to be released from custody based on your new charges. All of this will be in your paperwork. Please take a step to your left. Deontay Braden to the podium. Mackay Hodge to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Deontay Braden, 10/6/2000.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. The first one is a new case. It is for 1 count of theft, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of carrying a deadly weapon and failing to admit, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. It looks like you're also on probation, so when you're picked up for a new offense, it is a Term 1 violation. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you in both cases and setting a status conference along with a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. On your new charges, you have a secured appearance bond of $1,500. On your probation case, it's $500. That's a total bond of $2,000. In the event you do post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
So for my bond, do I have to pay the full bond, or would it just
It
be?
is secured, meaning you can use a bail bonding company.
Okay.
Anything further?
No, thank you.
Okay, please step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Mr. Hodge to the podium. Mr. Bender to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Michael Hodge, 5/28/1993.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 probation violation warrants with allegations you violated terms 3 and 5. I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $500 in each case for a total of $1,000. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. Some of those things include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Do you have any questions?
No.
Please step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Mr. Bender to the podium. Mr. Altamirano to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Frank Lieutenant Bender, the 3rd, 12/25/97.
Thank you, sir. You are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you for a pending narcotic drug charge. I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you, and I'm going to give you some new hearings. You are going to have a status conference on October 30th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $1,000. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. Some of those include not possessing drugs without a valid prescription, not driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, and then you need to ensure you attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear again, another warrant will issue and you'll forfeit any bond you posted. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Mr. Altamirano to the podium, Mr. Gamboa to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Javier Altamirano, 6/10/75.
Thank you, sir. You are here on a probation violation warrant with allegations that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5. I am appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $900. In the event that bond is posted, you do have written conditions of release. You may not possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Do you have any questions?
First, can I tell you something first before I ask you the question?
Well, I don't recommend you speak about the facts of the case, because your attorney is not present here, and I have appointed one to represent you. So knowing that, is there any questions you had?
Well, I just wanted to tell you, like a little bit about my life and why you're saying that I violated. You know what I mean?
So I think that's better suited for your next hearing. Today, I'm just informing you of the warrant that was issued, but as it relates to whether or not they find that you have actually violated these allegations, that's going to take place at your next hearing on October 30th.
Mrs. Lindsay Huckabee, is that it?
Yes.
I just want to ask you, maybe out of the kindness of your heart, because I did have a plan, and I just did recently graduate from a treatment center that I never really believed in rehab or treatment, but anyway, that's due to me believing that, knowing about my addiction now that it is real. But I just wanted to ask you if you could please just lower my bond, because I have a very good plan of returning to some more treatment and some more rehab, and then I was gonna, put in a motion to come see you guys anyways, and, take care of it all on my own out there without having to be arrested, and just, my plan was to do it all on my own and show you guys that I'm doing it on my own, nobody's making me, and, but anyway, it didn't turn out that way, but I still wanna go to, treatment and rehab again. Just fell off because my dad died, my dad passed away, didn't know how to deal with it, I still haven't mourned, but, I just wanted to see if we could just lower the bond a little bit, and, so I could get out there and I could show my PO, and I could show you guys that, I'm gonna do that on my own. I'm not doing it because I'm arrested. I'm not doing it not to go to prison. I'm not doing it. I'm doing it for me. You know what I mean? And I want to show you guys that I could do that because I believe I have that strength to do it.
I appreciate that. I am reviewing the information. It does indicate that one of the allegations is that you did leave the treatment early on August 14th, 2025, and you did not and you did not complete the treatment. And so that is part of one of the allegations. I do hope that you get that treatment that is needed, and I hope you're able to move forward with that. But I am going to affirm your bond here today in the amount of $900. You will need to post that bond in order to be released from custody, okay? I'm only taking questions as it relates to the release conditions. I'm not changing your bond, sir. Did you have any other questions as it relates to your release conditions?
No, I just want you to know that I didn't lie to you. I did graduate. That was a transitional place that I picked to go to after my graduating from Centers of Healing. But so I didn't lie to you. It might sound like it because of it saying that I didn't finish but that was a transitional place to transition back into society where I went to take classes to and I didn't leave. I just didn't come back in time, so they didn't let me come back. But I went there to get some training for forklift or I forgot what it's called, cooking classes. Either or, I was going to get a certification. I didn't complete that though.
Okay.
But I did complete my initial my initial treatment.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. If you step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Mr. Gamboa to the podium and Ms. Jensen to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Daniel Gamboa, 9/24/81.
Thank you, sir. You are here today because a direct complaint was filed for an offense date of March 18th, 2025 for one count of burglary, a Class 4 felony. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you and setting a status conference October 30th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not initiate contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
How do I have to post $500 to get out?
Yes, you would have to post the bond in order to be released from custody.
Okay.
All right, step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Ms. Jensen to the podium. James Paco to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Christina Jensen, 12/8/89.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here on a probation violation warrant with allegations that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30.
Okay.
You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event that bond is posted, you will have written conditions of release. It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No, just, you said I have to contact my probation officer?
Within 72 hours of being released from custody.
Okay, is there anything else I need to do?
So all of your release conditions in your paperwork, but it doesn't, like, you can't possess weapons, you can't possess drugs without a valid prescription, but what you need to proactively do is make sure you contact your probation officer.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. If you'll step to your left, the officer will give you that paperwork. Yeah, once the courtroom's cleared. All right. May I get your name and date of birth?
James Pecco, November 15th, 1963.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. You're here on a probation violation warrant and a grand jury warrant. Your probation violation is allegations that you violated term 21 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing October 30th at 8:30. In that case, you have a secured appearance bond of $500. You're also here on a grand jury warrant that was issued. It has an offense date of April 6th, 2021, for one count of failure to register as a sex offender, a Class 4 felony. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set an arraignment hearing October 31st at 8:30. So for both cases, you have 2 hearings coming up. They're a day apart. In your grand jury warrant, you have a cash bond of $2,000. In the event these bonds are posted, you do have written conditions of release. Some of those things will include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
If you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
The remaining cases will proceed as house calls due to being unable to function, a danger to self or others. Case number 9, Brandon Joyner, date of birth November 30th, 1981, is a new case for one count of armed robbery with a deadly weapon, Class 2 felony, one count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent him. He will have a status conference October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. In the event bond is posted, he has written conditions of release. He may not initiate contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and he may not possess any weapons. All of this information will be included in his paperwork. Case number 14, Ishmael Davidson, date of birth June 5th, 1992, is here on a new case for one count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, one count of drug paraphernalia, possession, a Class 6 felony, one count of resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony, one count of criminal trespass, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent him. He will have a status conference October 30th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30, and I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. In the event the bond is posted, he will have written conditions of release. It does include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with the alleged victim, complainant, or witness. He will also need to contact his parole officer within 24 hours of release. Case number 18, James Roby, date of birth January 29th, 1960, is here on a new case for one count of shoplifting, a Class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent him. He will have a status conference October 30th at 8:30, preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30. He has a secured appearance bond of $1,500. In the event bond is posted, he has written conditions of release. It does include not returning to the scene of the crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Case number 16, Jerry Resser, date of birth March 24th, 1950. She is here on a new case for one count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent her. She will have a status conference October 30th at 8:30. Preliminary hearing November 3rd at 8:30, and she has a secured appearance bond of $500. In the event that bond is posted, she has written conditions of release. It will include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. If anything changes after I meet with these parties, I will update the written record. This does conclude our 5 a.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess.
next court date. As a part of your release, I am ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. I don't know if your license is suspended or not at this point in time.
It currently is.
But if it is, don't drive. Just check with the MVD and see if it's valid or not. Okay? Grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
All right.
Juanita Saucedo to the podium. And can we reach out to the interview? Good morning, may I have your name and date of birth?
Juanita Daniel Salcedo, 32978.
Thank you. We are here today on a municipal court warrant out of the Goodyear Municipal Court for a case involving failing to stop for police command, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the Goodyear Municipal Court on November 12th at 1 p.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise to appear at your next court date. I'm also going to order that you not have contact with the arresting officers, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, grab your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, perfect.
And I just reached out to,
Miss Dallas, perfect. And do we have our interpreter on the line?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. This is Mr. Fernandez, court interpreter.
Good morning, Mr. Fernandez. Are you okay with doing the simultaneous interpretation today?
Yes, Your Honor, it will be my pleasure. However, it is my understanding that there are two defendants. If there's one person with the headset on, we can proceed on a simultaneous mode. I do have, I have call on the line, so that you have somebody on the phone. I will confirm with you in just a second.
Perfect. We do have two of them, so we'll bring them in one at a time. We'll do the announcement for them to come into court consecutively, and then we'll do the hearing simultaneously.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Perfect. Let's have Jose Garcia Bautista to the podium.
Jose Garcia Bautista al podio.
And Mr. Fernandez, can you just double check to make sure he can hear you?
Yes, Your Honor. He's
All
able
right,
to.
let's go ahead and begin. Good morning, sir. May I have your name and your date of birth?
José Bautista García, enero 22 de 78.
Jose Bautista Garcia. One moment, Your Honor.
28, algo así.
January 28, 78.
Is your birthday January 28th or 29th?
No recuerdo muy bien, pero
I don't remember
28,
very well, but it is the 28th or the 29th.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Sauer.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dawn Sauer on behalf of the state.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case, sir, and also a failure to appear bench warrant. On your new case, you were arrested on allegations of armed robbery with a deadly weapon, Class 2 felony, 3 counts of aggravated assault, Class 3 felonies, 1 count of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, 1 count of making a terroristic threat, Class 5 felony, 1 count of failing to stay at the scene of an accident, Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of resisting arrest, passive resistance, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable causes to those allegations. We're also here today on your failure to appear bench warrant. That's on a case involving burglary, criminal damage, aggravated assault, resisting arrest, and killing or harming a work service animal. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you in your failure to appear case, and I will find probable cause and appoint you an attorney on your new case. I am going to set a status conference in the Downtown Superior Court on October 30th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30, both in the Downtown Superior Court on both of your cases. Ms. Sauer, I did receive the state's recommendation in terms of release conditions. Is there anything else the state would like to be heard on today?
Not at this time, Your Honor, not unless, as long as the defendant is found non-bondable, then there's nothing else the state needs to add.
Thank you, Ms. Sauer. Mr. Bautista, because you were on felony release on another case when these new allegations occurred, I do have to hold you non-bondable by statute. So I am going to set an evidentiary hearing on your new case. That's going to be on October 31st at 1:30 p.m. You'll need to talk with your attorney. Your attorney can argue for your release at that point in time, but I do have to hold you non-bondable until at least that hearing. I will set a secured bond in the amount of $2,500 on your failure to appear case. That's to make sure that you start generating credit for time served on that matter. Don't post that bond since you're being held non-bondable on your new case. All this information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
That is all, sir.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left, and you can hand them your headset as well. And then, Mr. Fernandez, we'll just have to clear the courtroom before we go with the next one.
Of course, Your Honor.
Is the gallery now clear except for the last 6 matters? Thank you, officer. Let's have Frankie Antonio Ramirez to the podium.
Que pase Frankie Antonio Ramírez al podio.
And then we'll have Raymond Swales to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Franci Leonel Antonio Ramírez, 2004.
Franci Leonel Antonio Ramírez, 2004.
Is your date of birth September 12th, 2004?
Sí, correcto.
Yes.
Thank you. Miss Sauer for the state.
Dawn Sauer on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
And are you appearing on this one, Miss Sauer? Or was it 12 that you were appearing on?
I will, since I'm here.
Oh. Sir, we are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of child sex trafficking, which is a Class 2 felony. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Sauer, I did see the state's recommendation. Is there anything else the state would like to be heard on?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Thank you. I will go ahead and set a cash-only appearance bond today in the amount of $50,000. If you do post that bond, I'm also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also going to order that you not have contact with any of the arresting officers, no contact with any minors. You're prohibited from accessing the internet through any electronic means except for work, school, or consulting with legal counsel, and you're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, no tengo.
No, I don't have any.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and hand the officers your headset. Mr. Fernandez, I believe that was the only ones we needed you on, but can you do just a quick check with the remaining people in the gallery to see if they need your assistance?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Buenos días. ¿Se encuentra alguien más presente esta mañana que requiera de los servicios del intérprete judicial?
It doesn't look like it, Mr. Fernandez. Thank you so much for being available, but feel free to disconnect at any time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Thanks, you as well. Raymond Swales to the podium and Jeremy Montgomery to the chair, please. Good morning, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Raymond Swales to 12/2/80.
Thank you. And Ms. Sauer?
Dawn Sauer on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sir, we are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of 1 count of sexual assault, Class 2 felony, 1 count of kidnapping, Class 3 felony, and 1 count of aggravated assault, victim bound or restrained, Class 6 felony. These are from allegations in January of 2019. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. Ms. Sauer, I did receive the state's recommendation on release conditions. Is there anything else the state would like to be heard on?
The state is requesting the defendant be held non-bondable because he was on felony release at the time of this offense in 2019.
Thank you, Ms. Sauer. Mr. Swales, I know that these allegations are from roughly 6 years ago at this point in time. Because you were on felony release when these allegations allegedly occurred, I do have to hold you non-bondable by statute. I am going to set an evidentiary hearing on October 31st at 1:30 p.m. I am appointing you an attorney, so talk with your attorney about what to expect for that hearing. Your attorney can't argue for your release at that point in time, but that'll be up to your next judge. All this information will be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Ms. Sauer, were you appearing on any of the other ones today?
I don't need to, Your Honor.
Okay, feel free to stick around or leave. I'll leave that up to you.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and...
Jeremy Montgomery to the podium and Joe Garcia to the chair, please. Good morning, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Jeremy Montgomery, 011371.
Thank you. We are here today on 4 different failure to appear warrants. For the first case involving possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, second case forgery, third case kidnapping, burglary, aggravated assault, discharging a firearm and endangerment, and the fourth case failure to register as a sex offender. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you in each of these cases. I am setting a status conference post-warrant on October 30th at 8:30. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the request in each of the 4 warrants today. I am setting a cash bond in the amount of $1 million on 3 of the cases, and then I'm holding you non-bondable on your 4th case. Because I'm setting bond on some of your cases, but not on one of your cases, don't post bond in any of those cases. Since you are being held non-bondable, you will not be released on the non-bondable case, even if you post bond on the cases that you have a bond on there. Talk with your attorney. Your attorney can argue for your release at the next hearing. All of this information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Joe Garcia to the podium and Brianna Welch to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Yes. Joe Garcia, January 4th, 1976.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of child sex trafficking, Class 2 felony, and dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a cash bond today in the amount of $50,000. If you do post bond, I am ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also ordering as a part of your release, if you post that bond, that you not have contact with any of the arresting officers, no contact with any listed co-defendants, including while you're in custody, no contact with any minors. You're prohibited from accessing the internet through any electronic means except for work, school, or consulting a legal counsel. And I'm ordering that you not possess any weapons or drugs without a valid prescription. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. What does that mean exactly, the cash bond? I got my job that I really needed. I'm supposed to be there at 1 o'clock today. What does that exactly mean on that?
It means that you have to post that bond in order to be released. So you will stay in custody until that bond is posted. That bond can either be posted by yourself if you want to pay that in full. You can go through a bonding company if you'd like as well. You will get additional information on that process when you get over to processing. Because it is a cash bond, the entire bond does need to be posted. So the bonding companies will set their own terms on that. So you'll have to contact each of the bonding companies to see what their terms are going to be.
Is there any way you could put that down a little bit?
So at this point in time, I am going to stick with $50,000.
Oh, man.
The state was actually asking for $150,000. So I'm already going significantly under what the state's recommendation was.
Okay. I just understand with me.
Go ahead and grab your paperwork and have a seat. Brianna Welch to the podium. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Brianna Welch, 12/88.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of child sex trafficking, which is a Class 2 felony, and dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a cash bond today in the amount of $50,000. If you do post bond, I'm also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. As if you do post that bond, I'm also ordering that you not have contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with any listed co-defendants, including while you're in custody, no contact with any minors. You're prohibited from accessing the internet through any electronic means except for work, school, or consulting legal counsel. And I'm ordering that you not possess any weapons or drugs without a valid prescription. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
I actually do. I was gonna hire my own attorney.
That's
I don't
fine.
know.
You still have the ability to do that. I'm appointing you an attorney as a part of your case because I want to make sure you at least have an attorney at the next hearing. If you do hire your own counsel, they will file what's called a notice of appearance, and that'll override my appointment of the public defender's office.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Thank you. The final 4 matters on the calendar are 5 matters on the calendar are listed as house calls. I do have that number 9 was non-acute suicide watch, number 10 was refusing orders, 18 was in isolation, 20 was non-acute suicide watch, and 28 was combative. Based on those reports, I will find that they're a danger to themselves or others if they were brought to court, so I will conduct their initial appearances at their cell. For 18 and 19 on the calendar, David Marquez, we're here today on a Superior Court new case and a failure to appear warrant. On the new case, arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession for sale, Class 2 felony, and possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause. On the failure to appear bench warrant, it's for narcotic drug possession and drug paraphernalia. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed in the existing case with the failure to appear warrant, and I will appoint a new attorney in the new case. I am setting a status conference on October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30 with an evidentiary hearing on October 31st at 1:30 p.m. I am finding that he is non-bondable for violating or for committing an alleged felony offense while on release on his new matter, and I will set a secured bond in the amount of $500 on his existing case. For number 9, Jordan Stage, we're here on a Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of aggravated assault of a first responder and driving under the influence, Class 4 and a Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint an attorney, set a status conference on November 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 12th at 8:30, and I will release to the supervision of pretrial services with alcohol testing and monitoring. Number 10, Jason Rollins, we're here on a Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of aggravated assault, Class 4 felony, and resisting arrest, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause, appoint an attorney, set a status conference on November 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 12th at 8:30, and I will release to the supervision of pretrial services. Number 28, Dominique Akers, we're here on a Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of aggravated assault, Class 4 felony, threatening or intimidating, Class 6 felony, and resisting arrest, physical force, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint an attorney, set a status conference on October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30, and I will issue a secured bond in the amount of $5,000 with pretrial services supervision. Finally, number 20, Marcellus Mize, we're here on a Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of aggravated assault, Class 5 felony. I will find probable cause, appoint an attorney, set a status conference on October 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 3rd at 8:30, and I will issue a secured bond in the amount of $5,000. I will conduct each of these initial appearances at their cell and provide them with written copies of their orders. If I do need to make any modifications or changes, I'll do so either on the record or in writing. That does conclude the 8 a.m. calendar. We will stand in recess until 11 a.m.
Your Honor, I'm guessing there's no audio in there because none of them seem to have heard you.
Be seated. I thought I said that loud enough. Okay, do we have our interpreter on the line?
Yes, good morning. This is Lázaro Fernandez, court interpreter, Your Honor, and the interpreter has called in on the interpreter line to be able to provide simultaneous interpretation this morning.
Perfect. All right. Can you call Nelvin Alonso into the courtroom? Nelvin Alonso?
Nelvin Alonso, hacia la sala.
Behind the podium. This is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for October 24th, 2025.
Okay.
The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of October 2025 shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Counsel, can you announce for the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Dawn Sauer on behalf of the state.
Okay, sir, state your name and date of birth.
Melvin Nectario Romero Alonso, 10 del 12 del 93.
Nelvin Neptali Romero Alonso, 12/10/93.
Okay, sir, you're here on a Superior Court new case alleging one count of murder in the first degree. That's a Class 1 felony. This allegedly occurred October 19th of 2025. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is seeking a $1 million cash-only bond, and if posted, electronic monitoring and no contact with the co-defendant or the victim's family. The defendant's actions were premeditated. He worked with two accomplices to return to the bar after the security guard kicked him out. In that hour in between, he and the accomplice that engaged in the shooting changed their clothes. They returned in a separate vehicle, all to disguise their appearance. It was retaliatory, it was premeditated, it was intentional. There is strong evidence, including video surveillance, blood evidence, cell phone pings, witness statements, and the defendant's own admissions. The state believes he's a severe danger to the community and believes the $1 million cash-only bond is appropriate.
Thank you. All right, sir, your next court hearing is going to be a status conference, October the 30th at 8:30. I am going to follow the recommendation of the county attorney's office and set a cash-only bond of $1 million. You are not to return to the alleged scene of the crime, no contact with any victim, victim's family, or any witnesses, and you are not to have any contact with any co-defendant or possess any weapons. Do you understand?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, court staff will bring you your paperwork, okay?
Ok.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, interpreter, can you ask if anybody else needs your services? And if they do so, ask them to raise their hand, please.
Of course, Your Honor, it will be my pleasure. Buenos días. ¿Se encuentra alguien más presente esa mañana que requiere de los servicios del intérprete? Si requiere usted de los servicios del intérprete, por favor, levante la mano.
Nope. Hey, thank you so much for being so prompt.
My pleasure, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You too. All right, for the rest of you, I'm going to call you in individually. You'll state your name and date of birth. I will tell you what you've been booked on and whether an attorney has been appointed to represent you. I'm also going to give you the date of your next court appearance. I will let you know whether you're eligible for a bond or not. Now, if it's a secured bond, that means you can go through a bonding company. Phone numbers for the various bonding companies are located in the jail area. You can call any one of them. They will accept collect calls. I'm also going to tell you if I've set any release conditions, like no contact with the alleged victim or no going back to the alleged scene of the crime. You need to follow each and every condition if you want to remain released. Let me remind you, if you've been ordered by a court not to have contact with the victim and then you do so, you may be charged with an additional felony. Now, when you come into the courtroom, please be aware this is all being video recorded. So do not talk about the facts of your case, as you have the right to remain silent. As you leave the courtroom, court staff's going to give you your paperwork. That's going to show you what you've been booked on, whether an attorney has been appointed to represent you, where, when, what time your next court date is, whether you're eligible for a bond or not, and if it's secured or cash, and then there'll be a list of all your release conditions. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether you're eligible for a bond or not. That decision is based on your past criminal history, any failures to appear, your current charges, and Arizona law. It's not based on personal information, so don't go into that. All right, Ishmael Gatan, come on in. And then Adriana Perez to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Ismael Metzger Gaitan Jr., 12381.
All right, you have two matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case, alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, one count of unlawful flight from law enforcement, Class 5 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference October 30th at 8:30, and I've set a $5,000 bond on that. Then the next one is a probation violation. You're on probation for a Class 3 felony. Probation is alleging you violated your probation now because you got new charges, ones we just talked about.
Yeah.
That's called a Term 1 violation. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you on this. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, October 30th at 8:30, and pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable till your next hearing. Get your paperwork.
So there's no way that I can get out. Like, I was really trying this time, but I was really doing some things. I was working, I had a job, I was paying rent, I was really responsible that I relapsed and just turned into this. And, like, I'm really not trying to lose everything I really built up. Like,
you're really not trying to what?
I'm not really trying to lose everything that I built up. Like, this is the first time that I've ever actually really tried to get my life together. I try to hold a job, that I try to, like, be responsible, and it was really working. I just had this one relapse, and it's just turned into this.
Yeah,
But
unlawful flight from law enforcement.
I'm not gonna lie. It started as I was gonna take off, but I was like, you know what? It's not even worth it. So I just came back, parked in front of the house.
All right, well, get your paperwork.
Let him do the thing, you know. Like, you read it?
Pardon?
Is that what you said? You said you read it?
Yeah, I read the summary. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I like. I went to the stop sign and came back around, and I just pulled over my grandma's house. That's where they got me. I didn't try to take off from them. I didn't.
Adrian Perez, Adriana Perez, come on in. Dwayne Harris to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Adriana Perez, 4/18/1997.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one count of burglary in the third degree, Class 4 felony, one count of unlawful flight from law enforcement, Class 5 felony, 2 counts of endangerment, Class 6 felony, one count of shoplifting concealment, one count of shoplifting removal of goods, both Class 1 misdemeanors, one count of reckless driving, Class 2 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference October 30th at 8:30, set at $25,000 bond. No returning to the alleged scene of the crime. Got it? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Dwayne Harris, come on in. Adrian Hernandez to the chair outside the courtroom.
Sir, at the podium. Take your hood off.
Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Right, Harris.
Date of birth?
July 88.
What is your date of birth?
7/4/88.
All right, you have 2 matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging 1 count of burglary in the third degree, 2 counts of possession of dangerous drugs, 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs. Those are all Class 4 felonies. 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. 1 count of possession of prescription drugs. 1 count of 2 counts of criminal trespass in the first degree of residential yard. Those are all Class 1 misdemeanors. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, October 30th at 8:30. It's at a $10,000 bond on this. Now, the next matter that you have is a probation violation. You're on probation for a Class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you've now violated your probation by getting the new charges. That's called a Term 1 violation. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, October 30th at 8:30. Set a $5,000 bond. If you post these 2 bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Right over here, sir. Adrian Hernandez, come on in. And then Beulah Acosta to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Adrian Hernandez, 1490.
You've got a Superior Court new case alleging 1 count of organized retail theft, 1 count of shoplifting, those are both Class 4 felonies, and then 1 count of tampering with physical evidence, Class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, October 30th at 8:30. I set up $3,600 bond. No returning to the alleged scene of the crime. Got it?
Yes.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Beulah Acosta, come on in. Matthew Clark to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Beulah Acosta, 12/19/89.
Okay, you have 2 matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging 1 count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. They also charged you with 1 count of possession of dangerous drug, which is a Class 4 felony. But I did not find probable cause on that. Let me tell you why. They didn't test whatever the substance was. If they tested, it turns out to be a dangerous drug, they will refile it.
Okay.
I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, October 30th at 8:30. Set a $2,000 bond. The second matter that you have is a probation violation. You're on probation for a Class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you violated terms 3 and 5. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, October 30th at 8:30. Set a $900 bond. If you post these 2 bonds, You must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Matthew Clark, come on in. Autumn Bullock to the chair outside the courtroom.
Your Honor.
Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Matthew Clark. April 9, 1992.
You have a failure to appear warrant for one count of criminal trespass in the first degree of a residential structure. Class 6 felony. You already had a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be a status conference October 30th at 8:30. When you didn't go to court, the judge set your bond at $2,000 cash. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Autumn Bullock, come on in. Tara Garcia to the chair outside the courtroom. Ma'am, state your name and date of birth.
Good morning. My name is Autumn Bullock, and my date of birth is November 10th, 1984.
All right. So I know you saw another judge at 2 a.m., and they did check on the Navajo County Superior Court warrant, which was quashed. So I just no actioned it, and you'll be released on that one. Now, on the second matter that you have, this is a Superior Court arrest warrant alleging one count of possession of narcotic drugs, one count of possession of dangerous drugs, both Class 4 felonies, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, October 30th at 8:30. I've set a $1,500 bond.
Does that quash the, because I saw a judge and he released me to pretrial services on those charges. I got arrested, and that was at 3 o'clock on the day I got arrested. And I met my pretrial service officer, and then she gave me her card and said after I get done with Navajo to call her. So does that get rid of my November 8th and November 10th court dates?
I have no idea what's going on in Navajo County.
No, this is for here.
Okay, this one you're going to have.
I went and self-surrendered to Judge Simon.
You have a Superior Court arrest warrant. This is the one that I have.
Okay, Judge Simon's.
This is from December 18th of 2024.
Okay, hold on.
If you look in docket, she did see Simon.
Yeah, and he released me to pretrial.
She what?
She saw Commissioner Simon.
Uh-huh.
And he issued her a release order on the 23rd.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
It just hadn't gone through yet, I think.
So the warrant was just not quashed again.
Uh-huh, okay. So we will do that. Hang on just a second, we'll have to switch this. So, still got those charges we talked about. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference November 7th at 8:30. You're going to be released to pretrial services with drug testing and monitoring.
Yes.
All right. Get your paperwork from the court staff.
So now it's business as usual, what I already knew, right? It's still the same lawyer and the same pretrial service officer and everything's the same? Or is this a new order?
I do not know.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
I mean, it depends on if the lawyer's still with the office. There's all sorts of different things.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Tara Garcia, come on in. Miguel Regalado to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Tara Garcia, 3588.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, October 30th at 8:30. It's at a $900 bond. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Miguel, come on in. Jose Cruz Gonzalez to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Miguel Regalado, 11/3/65.
All right, this is a Superior Court family warrant. This is not criminal, it's civil. The amount that you have to pay to get released is $305 cash.
Okay.
Okay, either way, you're gonna have a hearing on October 30th at 10 a.m.
Okay, can I speak? Can I say something?
Uh-huh.
I just want to let you know that I'm working right now, okay? I missed a day work today, today to be here, okay? And if I can get released, I can, I'll continue working because I haven't lost my job yet. And I just continue working and I'm getting paid $150.
I can't change this warrant.
Well, I was
This
saying
was
if you
done
could
by the
release.
family judge warrant. I can't change it. It's $305.
Cash.
Cash. I can't change it.
Okay, now
This
that's.
was done by another judge. I have to respect the other
I
judges.
understand, okay, so it's $350 cash.
No, not 350. 305.
Oh,
300, 305.
305, and that's monthly, I know that, but I mean, is that to get released?
That's to get released.
Okay,
Okay?
all right, thank you.
And then you gotta go to court.
Okay.
All right. Jose, come on in. Pedro de la Riva to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Jose Gonzalez, February 1st, 1996.
You have a justice court warrant from Encanto Justice Court for one kind of DUI, liquor, drug, or vapors. That's a misdemeanor. One kind of DUI with a blood alcohol content of 0.08 or more, also a misdemeanor. And one kind of extreme DUI with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 to 0.20, also a misdemeanor. This allegedly occurred February 6th of 2025. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, October 29th at 8:30. The judge set your bond at $150. Okay? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Pedro, come on in. Joseph Beasley to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Pedro de la Riva, 10/18/80.
You've got a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, November 7th at 8:30. I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing and monitoring. Do not miss court, because then you'll get a bond. Got it? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Joseph, come on in. Eric Simmons to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Joseph Beasley, June 12, 1970.
You've got a Superior Court arrest warrant for one kind of theft, class 3 felony, one kind of contracting without a license, class 1 misdemeanor. These allegedly occurred April 14th of 2023. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, November 7th at 8:30. They had asked for a bond of $500. I'm going to give you a chance to be released. Do not miss court. Got it?
I will not. May I ask for owner cognizance on this? I had no idea there were even.
I'm releasing you to pretrial services. All they're going to do is meet with you, and they're going to remind you when to go to court.
Lovely, thank you.
Got it? Just don't miss court again, because I'm giving you an opportunity.
I will not. I didn't even know there was anything filed.
Okay. Get your paperwork.
Yes, ma'am.
Eric Simmons, come on in. Carmen Caldwell to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Eric Simmons, July 16th, 2006.
You have a municipal court new case alleging one kind of reckless driving, class 2 misdemeanor, one kind of speeding exceeding the limits by 20 to 45 miles per hour, class 3 misdemeanor. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. due to the nature of the charges. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, November 10th at 9 a.m. I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court.
Okay.
Got it? Get your paperwork. Carmen Caldwell, come on in. Thomas Lerma to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Carmen Lee Caldwell, 10/10/69.
All right, you've got a municipal court new case alleging one count of an assault, one count of disorderly conduct, one count of criminal damage, all misdemeanors. Based on your financial affidavit, I could not find that you're indigent. So either you can hire your own attorney, or when you get to court the next time, give more information about what kind of expenses you have and things like that to see if you might be eligible. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, November 18th at 1:30. I am going to release you on your own promise to go to court, but you cannot return to the alleged scene of the crime.
One question, that's I own that house.
Yep.
The alleged victim is just like a sometimes girlfriend. So she doesn't live there, she hasn't leased there, she's not on it, we don't have kids together or anything.
Do you know if she's there now?
I have no idea. I can contact the police.
Deal. I can say that you cannot, that you can return, but if she's there, you can't be there. Because you're going to have no contact with the alleged victim.
Understood.
Got it?
Understood.
No possessing of any weapons, and you must obey any kind of order of protection or order against harassment.
Understood.
All right, get your paperwork. Thomas Lerma, come on in. Elijah Foster to the chair outside the courtroom.
Hello, ma'am.
Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Thomas Lerma, 7/25/1984.
All right, you've got a justice court warrant from West Mesa Justice Court for one kind of driving while license suspended, canceled, or revoked. This is either a failure to pay or comply. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. You're not eligible for a court-appointed lawyer.
Okay.
Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment November 4th at 8:30. They had asked for a bond of $250. I am going to give you one chance to be released on your own recognizance. If this is a fine, you need to go there, set up a payment plan, even if it's $5, $10 a month, or you can do community service sometimes and get paid for that. But don't blow off court, then you get a warrant, then you get to come visit us, and that's no fun.
I work and everything. I just ran into some financial hardship. I had to get a new place. I spent like $6,500 to move my total move in. So
yeah, no, everybody gets that. If you just go to court and go, can I skip a payment this month? It's just when you blow it off, then that gets you in trouble.
Gotcha.
All right, you got a chance to get it
So I am being
straightened out.
released.
You're going to get released, yeah. Elijah Foster, come on in. Fabian Mata to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Hi, I'm Elijah Foster, August 17, 2002.
Yeah, but Justice Court, new case alleging one kind of an assault, one kind of resisting arrest. Those are class 1 misdemeanors. One count of preventing the use of a telephone in an emergency, class 2 misdemeanor. You'll have a lawyer appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be an arraignment November 12th at 10:30. I'm going to release you on your own promise to go to court. But you cannot return to the alleged scene of the crime. No contact with the alleged victim. Do you have your personal belongings there?
There?
At the residence?
Yeah, but they can be dropped off somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if the situation want to drop the charges, would then that be a different...
They don't, victims can't drop charges. It's up to the county attorneys.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, get your paperwork.
That's it?
Yep.
Am I released?
You're going to be released.
Okay.
No contact with the alleged victim. No going back there. Fabian Mata, come on in. Casillas Cherry to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Fabian Mata, 2004, April 30th.
You have a Goodyear Municipal Court warrant for one count of an assault, Class 1 misdemeanor. This is either a failure to pay or a failure to finish whatever's on a class or something. So you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, November 12th at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
They have asked for a bond of $500. I'm going to release you and give you one chance to go get this taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
All right, get your paperwork from the court staff.
All right, I appreciate it.
Cassius Cherry, come on in. State your name and date of birth.
Cassius Cherry, 21689.
You've got a Justice Court new case for one count of failure to obey a police officer. That's a misdemeanor. One count of exceeding a posted speed limit by over 20 miles per hour. That's also a misdemeanor. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer on these charges. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, November 13th at 8:30. I am going to release you on your promise that you're going to go to court and take care of this. Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Thank you.
And then also on this docket, I received and reviewed and considered victim statements on number 24. And number 24.
Yeah, it was a new paperwork, and she's a teacher.
No? Do we just get one victim statement?
We're good.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
And then we hear you mentioned the interpreter's
Okay. Can you see if we had more than one victim statement? I don't see another one. All right, can we have,
There was one on 23, but not.
23?
23? He's one of the house calls.
Oh, that's why I can't find it.
Is that the one you were missing?
Well, we know this one. Yeah, hold for 1 minute and this one again. It's like the we'll probably walk to and have a break and talk about it.
All right, let's have Anthony. There we go. Interpreter, are you ready?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, can you announce for the record?
Jennifer Morris from the Court Interpreter's Office.
Okay, this is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for October 24th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprint samples that were given on the first calendar of October 2025 shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Jonathan, Kathy, 9/30/86. 486.
Sir, you have two matters. The first one is a probation violation warrant. You're on probation for a Class 3 felony. Probation is alleging you violated Term 3 and 5. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment and possible disposition, October 30th at 8:30. Pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable. The second matter that you have is a Superior Court new case alleging failure to change your address as a sex offender. That's a Class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, October 30th at 8:30. And I've set a $1,000 cash bond. You will get your paperwork from the court staff. Any questions for me?
No.
Okay, thank you so much, interpreter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, then we have some house calls. I see that Sarah Benaro is a house call for refusing orders. Her date of birth is 12/2/89. She has a Superior Court new case alleging 2 counts of aggravated assault, Class 5 felony, and 1 count of an assault, Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent her. Her next hearing will be a status conference, October 30th at 8:30. I'm also setting an evidentiary hearing for October 31st at 1:30. Because she was out on release on another felony, she'll be held non-bailable pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 4.2A7A. And then Dejane Mitchell is also a house call. He is in a safe cell for why? What reason?
We have Mitchell for being disruptive and arguing with others.
Okay. Dejane Mitchell, date of birth 9/29/2006, has a Superior Court probation violation warrant for her probation that she's on for a Class 2 felony. Probation is alleging she violated Term 3 and 5. I've appointed a lawyer to represent her. Her next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, October 30th at 8:30, and pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, she'll be held non-bailable. And then we've got Anthony Bonatti, who was combative. Anthony James Bonatti, date of birth 5/17/1992. He has 2 matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging 1 count of aggravated assault, Class 5 felony, 3 counts of endangerment, Class 6 felony, 1 count of criminal damage, Class 1 misdemeanor. At this time, I could not appoint him an attorney because he didn't fill out a financial affidavit, but I did receive, review, and consider the victim's statement I received. The next hearing will be a status conference, October 30th at 8:30, and set a $5,000 bond on this. Now, the second one is a probation violation warrant for his probation that he's on for Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging he violated Term 1. That's the new charges we just talked about. I've appointed a lawyer to represent him. His next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, October 30th at 8:30, set a $2,500 bond. And we are done. Yep.